Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rock Springs Park here for this UPSL Premier Division matchup between Soccer Saves Lives and the Georgia Impact, a critical game for both clubs and for different reasons. But we're getting ready for the international walkout here and the national anthem, and after that, we'll get started with our coverage today. All right, we're ready now for this matchup here today. A very critical game, more so for SSL because of the situation that they're in at the foot of the table. They are having to fight for their lives for survival here in the North Division of the Georgia Conference in the Premier Division. And we'll take a look at that, at the standings there. And you'll see towards the bottom, you have Soccer Saves Lives just 2 points ahead of Atlanta Fire United on 3 points there, Atlanta Fire on 1. So a win today for Soccer Saves Lives makes it safe for them for the rest for Premier Division play for next season. But a draw or a loss means that it all comes down to the game they have against Atlanta Fire next weekend, and that will be the title decider. So we'll get started here pretty soon. Soccer Saves Lives are going to be in their blue strip today with the visiting Georgia Impact in red. And again, I didn't really show from the Georgia Impact point of view. They are in that playoff spot there. I told you they had an importance for this game as well, in that they need to make sure that they win this or get a positive points in this, because believe it or not, Pachuca, with the 2 games they have in hand, could overtake them if Georgia Impact cannot get points in the final 2 games they have here. The 3 teams above them have already qualified for the playoffs, and so it's almost all set. In the next 2 weeks, we should know everything we need to know about what's going to happen in postseason play. So we'll get started out. SSL is going to be the team that's going to get us started here, going from left to right. And we are underway. And we'll see how this game kind of maps out for both of these clubs. Will SSL have the jitters early on, or will they have the confidence to move forward and take this game on by the scruff of the neck? Now, Georgia Impact with the ball, trying to work their way through the middle here. Goes down. SSL coming back the other way with a chance to break here. Heavy touch there, gives the ball away. Turnover to Georgia Impact, but they give it right back to SSL. Now, down the middle here. We do have rosters. I'm not sure how accurate they are. There are a couple of players already I see that are not on the roster list I've had here, but I'll do the best I can to cover both sides here. Long ball by Bassett down the left side there, headed up and over to Costa. Costa gets into the box to the left, a little bit wide. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Couldn't keep it from going over the touch line. Long clearance there. Caden Smith is the goalkeeper for Georgia Impact today. Here is Matero. Goes out. It's going to be a throw for Georgia Impact. Pretty good pace for the game early on here, just 2 minutes in. Headed on. There's Suazo. Going to move the ball back, and he misplayed it. Goes out for a SSL throw. Like I say, there's some nerviness that's going to be a part of probably both teams. That was a weird throw there, but it's going to stand. Sometimes you wonder what is constituting a foul throw and what doesn't. Oh, just taken off of Bassett there, but it is coming back the other way. The SSL regains possession. Here they go, trying to break down this middle. As he cuts in, cleared by Georgia Impact. Will be an SSL throw. Trying to go down that left side again. It's going to clear back out by the Georgia Impact. SSL has been through a lot of turmoil so far this season. Had a coaching change a couple of weeks ago. Brought back Osai into the fold here. Here's Candom. He's going to go back all the way back to Smith and goal. He clips it back over towards the midfield. go. Here's Camden again, trying to go down the middle. Threads it through to the right side, but it's going to be cleared back the other way as SSL looks for a way to counter quickly. Runs into a brick red wall there of Georgia Impact players there, and Impact now has a chance to counter themselves. There he goes. Oh, just missed it there for Swazo. And here we go. Back the other way. SSL trying to get a little bit more into the game. Impact trying to throw them off their game with a little bit of press through the midfield. Ball a little too far. It's going to go all the way back to Smith. Coming through. Delgado tried to swing it through the middle. The Impact still have possession. Good challenge to the middle, but again, holding on, holding off. Here's Camden. Golden Boot winner from last season. He is in the running again for this season. Now here come SSL, going to play it around the back here. See if they can get themselves out of the back there, play it out, passing it out the back. Tries a long ball down the left swing there. It's going to be headed back the other way. And here's Georgia Impact now again. He's got space out to the right side. He gets it over there. Here's a shot low. And just saved out really well there from Luis Marquez. And right away they show a pretty good opportunity that required a save. Let's take a look when we get another break here. First corner of the game. Taken wide here as he tries to come through. Left-footed shot comes off the woodwork there, but cleared out by SSL. Take another look at that other opportunity that came through. You see, came around. He found the winger out to the right side. Left-footed shot came in, saved very well. A little bit of a lazy pass there, almost intercepted by the Impact. It's going to go out. The Impact thought it came off of the SSL player, but it will be a SSL throw. Oh, gets it over the top. He's onside there. Ball came back a little bit there. Required him to come back for the ball. Here's Camden. Quick player, former Kalanji Pro Profile player. He's very familiar with SSL, coming from the same academy as Pro Profile. So that'll be a foul. And here we come. That's Dennis over the middle there. Almost gets it taken off of there, but SSL going to hold possession. Slow pace Bassett. Coming now. Goes past. Impact player calling for a foul there, but the play goes on. And they do have possession now, coming back the other way. Pile drived over there. Referee is going to take a look at that. And he's explaining the previous incident. The Impact player says he was elbowed in the face. They're having a discussion about that calmly. But it will be Impact putting it back into play. Free kick, looping ball all the way in. Kicked out of the area there, only to Camden. Comes off of him, and he's going to go out for an SSL throw there. And it's very simple, again, like I said before the game started for SSL. A win and they're safe. A loss or a draw, they still have a date next week against their relegation rivals, Atlanta Fire. Oh, tried to flick it on, but unable to do so. Here goes Louis all the way to the left side there. Closed down by two Impact players quickly there. It's Delgado getting it off of him. Camden tried to come onto that, and he does get it. Holding off there, back pass rather there. Ramos intercepted now. Coming through, weaving in and out. Takes the left-footed shot, but it's going to be intercepted. Oh, done again, but oh no. Coming through the middle, a miscue by the Georgia Impact players there. When they tried to clear it, cleared it right to the SSL player there. Almost converted it from there. So it will be a corner kick nonetheless. Outswinger. Oh, tried to get it back over the middle there, but just off the side. We'll take another look at that other chance that came through. As you see here, it was blocked initially, tried to slide it through, taken off of him there, and just did enough to keep her to save the day. So chances at both sides now, both ends of the field for Impact and SSL. And Caden Smith all the way headed on to the middle to Camden. Camden tried to flick it on. It's going to be a foul. It's going to try to take it quickly, but no. Now it's taken. Here's Impact. That's going to go out for a SSL throw now. Sandwich in between SSL players there is going to be taken off of them now. Coming back the other way. Here's Louis. Tries to cut it through. The Impact player does a nice little pirouette to get it free. Now there's a good lead pass there for Costa. Costa's coming in. Is going to turn into the box there. Goes out wide to the right. Tries to take a shot, but it is blocked. And it will go out for an SSL throw. This is the SSL I remember seeing from a couple of seasons ago. Very quick on the counterattacks. A team that relied on speed, and a lot of that's been lost so far this season. It looks like they're trying to put it back together now, just when it counts for them. Here's Camden. He's going to run down this left side here. He's got three SSL players to beat, unable to do so. Coming through, challenge coming through the back there. It's going to be a foul against SSL. Down the middle, little chance there. Taken off of him by SSL. Tried to go back the other way, but a miscue gives it right back to the Impact. Here's Camden. Nice move inside and out. Tries to cut it through. Calls for handball, but it's going to play on, says the referee. Here comes SSL again, trying to use that speed to get around there. It's calling for a foul there, but it's not going to be called. And Impact take advantage of that. All the way over. Like I say, I have some players that are not listed on the roster that I received from both teams, so I'll do the best I can to cover that. Tenacious there in the challenges. SSL, they get the possession. Tussle in the middle, back and forth. Neither team really taking control of the match so far. It's sort of an even back and forth affair. There you go, coming back the other way. Long ball cross field to the right side. It does have the winger out there to the right. Loses possession there. Couldn't get that control. Coming back the other way. Long ball down the middle there. just to no one in particular, other than an Impact defender. Now, here we go. Coming down this side is Ramos. All the way over to Camden. Camden looking to cut in a little bit. He's got an option out to the left. He finds him. Coming down the middle there is Schwazo. And it goes harmlessly to the goalkeeper. SSL looking to use the strategy of passing out the back instead of the longer ball. You have to be precise when you have a team like Impact now that is looking to press, it seems. Cut out. Challenge is going to go out for an Impact throw. Here's the Impact. Themselves now trying to work their way through, unlock that SSL defense. Coming through, up and out of the danger area. Impact still in control though. Nice move over there by Montero. It's going to go all the way back to Smith. Sort of chess-like work now. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Tries to go down there to Camden, but it's a little too far off. The defender having a little trouble clearing, but he does so now. Now SSL. Close quarters passing, gives it away. Camden, chance to find his way. Challenge from behind, unable to do anything with it. McRae gets it out to the right side now. Can the winger pull it through? It's a battle over there by the corner flag. He goes down. It will be a foul. It's going to be a free kick for the Georgia Impact. And I have a correction there. It is Hector Guerrero in goal for the Georgia Impact, not Caden Smith, as I said earlier. I got a correction on that. My apologies to Hector. So a danger area for the Impact here. Plenty of red shirts forward. It's going to be an in-swinger. Luis Marquez. Marquez is getting his defenders in position here. Here we go. Left-footed shot. Tries to go straight in. Oh, knocked it off. It's pinball machine. And it's going to be a handball. It's going to be a penalty. Oh, great shot, or a great free kick into the area. SSL could not do anything with it to clear it quick enough. You see here, good first save, headed in, then off of the hand. You can see it clearly there. And so this is a first chance here. Last year's Golden Boot winner is stepping up to the spot to try to put the Impact ahead. Prolific scorer is Wilfred Camden for Impact. And here he goes. Stutter step, goes cleanly to the other side, and it's 1-0 to the Impact. Cleanly done there by Wilfred Camden. And a great, great start now for them in this match. So you see here, does a little stutter step. And cool as you like into the back of the net. 1-0 to the Impact. Lots of game left for each one of these teams. But SSL, This is going to be the nervy time for them. Losing the game is not the end of it all. As I said before, they still have to play Atlanta Fire next week, and they are above them right now. So if they do lose this game, a draw or a win next week will be enough. But this game is far from over right now. Impact with the advantage, 1-0 with the penalty conversion by Wilfred Camden. Now we're in hashtag response time. A lot of times teams that score may relax a little bit after scoring their goal, and it's a good chance for the opponent to try to take advantage of that and get forward. And it's going to be offside call here by the AR on the near side. Impact will put it back into play. Takes a short pass. That's going to go all the way back to Guerrero. He's being pressured right there. Loses control a little bit. Oh, and it just unfortunate attempt by the SSL player there. Maybe could have done better. It's going to be a goal kick, though. You see here, it goes back. Back pass was a little challenging there. Had trouble controlling it. And then the player came through for SSL, unable to control it and get it on frame. So it goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Now back to live action. SSL looking to weave their way through the little bit of a passing game. Their forte in the past, as I said before, has been the quick counterattacks. They haven't really been known for a short passing game, much like their sister team, Kalanji Per Profile, who are one of the best at it in the conference. Here we go, Georgia Impact tried to go over the top to Camden. It's going to be dangerous trying to work his way through there. Strong on the ball, still in possession, just outside the box. Oh, intercepted, poor pass go through the middle is intercepted, taken back, and here's the strength that SSL has. Here's Louis. Cuts it back through. Looking for a way through. Impact well organized in defense. Dealing with it very well so far. All the way down this right side. It has an opportunity here. It's going to go out for a corner. Good opportunity for them now. Corner is going to be a scoring opportunity here for SSL. Can they do anything to convert? It looks like it might be an outswinger here. Here it comes in to the box. Comfortably taken by Guerrero. And the referee's going to stop play here. There's an injured SSL player, slow to get up. I think the nerves are now gone, and these teams are really using a lot of energy back and forth. The game has a bit of a pace about it. It's going to have a drop ball back for Impact. And there's a ball over the top there. Poorly done. It's going to be kicked out, though, by SSL, so it'll be an Impact throw again. Took a moment to retrieve the ball, but now we're ready again. Tries to go down the line. Camden appears to be a pretty good target man for the Impact today. Always going to be dangerous on attack. Try to weave it through SSL, but it's going to be Impact getting it through. Camden doing a really good job of just controlling the ball, but it caught in possession here. Is Georgia Impact now into the – lets the ball run a little long, unfortunately, for SSL, and it goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. "26 minutes in, Impact, the visitors here at Rock Springs, in the lead, 1-0 after a penalty conversion by Wilfred Camden. A little battle in the midfield there in the center circle. Oh, coming back, looks like SSL had an opportunity there, but Guerrero does a good job of reading that really well and clearing it. Here's Camden. Definitely a target man here. Playing mostly on this left side. Tries to get it through. Ooh, little nervy clearance there from Marquez. Little scrappy challenges on that right side. Here's Impact coming through. Skips on through really well. Good move by the SSL defender, but almost gives it to Camden in a scoring position. It's going to go off of the SSL player there for a corner kick. Good action so far at both ends. Gonna have an in swinger here coming through. Marquez directing the troops there. Here comes into the middle. Headed out by SSL. Do they have a chance to counter? No is the answer to that question. Nice shot there off of the post and goes in. It came off of that side post, and I thought it was going to come on out, and it bounced in for a 2-0 score for the Georgia Impact. We'll take another look at that in just a moment. It looked like a wing and a prayer there for a second. You see here, tried to clear it, missed the clearance there. Got the ball switched out to the left side, came in, and it just spun in after it came off of that post. And so now it's 2-0 for Georgia Impact. Now it gets interesting for SSL because they're creating a mountain to overcome, going down so early, so heavily. Impact is not going to be an easy team to score quick goals on. We're already more than halfway through the first half. It is a bizarre. We'll take another look at that goal again. It was just a good move at the top of the key, just outside the penalty area, and the shot got past Marquez, came off of the upright, and then spun in for the goal. Oh, just couldn't get a good hit on that shot from SSL there. Goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. But yeah, if we can take another look here. You see it goes through, couldn't clear it there. Cuts outside, right-footed shot off the up post. Yeah, oh yeah, it did bounce straight back in. So it came off of there and just spun back in for that second goal for Georgia Impact. Georgia Impact waiting to put the ball back into play. Got a score update for you here in just a moment. Camden tried to get it out there, but it's cleared by SSL. And this isn't the only game covered by ASMG today. Larry Weaver's on the call over at Lawrenceville, at Decula's Field for Lawrenceville, who is hosting Kalanji Pro Profile. Pro Profile is in the lead there, 1-0. They had a penalty conversion themselves from Zane Hilton, who is the Golden Boot leader at the moment. We'll take a look at the list there after the halftime. Here's the throw. Short to Camden. Back out. Cuts in, headed up and out by SSL. Still in danger, though. It's going to be to SSL now. Free kick. 31st minute. SSL needing to get something out of this first half, but it's not going to be easy. Impact look like they're in form for this match. Here's a nice long ball down the top there. Couldn't control that first touch there. He was in a good position, though. But it's going to come back the other way. Camden again, a nice little challenge there from the SSL player. Critical games. Kalanji Pro Profile looking to try to clinch early for the division title. Any points for them today will do the trick. The only team with any possibility of catching Pro Profile with the games in hand that they have is Georgia Revolution. Here's Georgia Impact. Long ball down the other end there. SSL still lively with the ball, trying to pass their way through. Here we go, down this right side, got a little room. Cross back over, cut out by the Impact. Still in possession, SSL's got some options behind him if he can see him. Let's get a better angle there, here we go. Left-footed shot, just could not get anything on that. Tried to come across, good movement forward. Just could not get that final ball to do anything for them. Take a quick look while they get that ball comes through. He's got fighting over there to the right, cuts it in. Now, if he can't get anything on it, it would have been at least able to challenge the goalkeeper in the goal, but he's unable to get it on frame there. 33rd minute, Impact 2-0. A penalty and a fantastic long-range shot is the difference in this game. Back to Guerrero. SSL coming up to press a little bit more now.
Wait, is this a spider?
But the ball able to get over to Camden. Camden's trying to shoot it down the middle here. Just going to get all the way back, though, to Marquez. Marquez tried to clear it out. SSL still in possession. Nice little flick over the top there. Now, here's SSL with a chance to break. Got chances on. He's onside. He's onside. He's coming down the right side. One-on-one with goalkeeper. Right turn. Oh, nice save by Guerrero. It's another shot. Comes off the defender.
That's why I'm not to jump out.
And the foul's going to be a free kick here for SSL. Best chance of the game so far for SSL. See here, they came through. Good move down the middle. And a shot there. Good save. He's going to set up here. It's well within range. Looks like Dennis is setting up to take the shot. And he walks away. So it's Bassett, I believe. Tries to get it through. Wall does his job, comes back out. Bassett's going to try to get it back in, loops it into. And it's going to be whistled away. And lots of action over there at Decula Park. A moment ago, I said it was Kalanji per profile 1-0 to over Lawrenceville. It is now 3-0. They're Kalanji's way, and they're close to clinching a South Division title today. Go down the other side. He's going to go back to Guerrero. Good challenges here. Over the top, trying to get something going there for themselves. High clearance there, comes down, SSL, comes off the SSL player. It's going to be throw in for the impact. Crossfield pass from the impact. Found the target man Camden, tried to weave his way through, but skillfully taken off of him by the defense there for SSL. Little breathing room here, but it's going to come right back. Now it's another crossfield pass to the other side, maybe just a little too much. He does keep it out, keep it in, and it's going to be SSL that gets it out for a Georgia Impact throw. 37th minute, Impact lead 2-0. Kalanji have scored a fourth. Kalanji have been irresistible this season. They've scored, I've lost count how many goals they've scored this season. It's over 30. Only given up 2 goals all season, both from FC Columbus. They've clean sheets against everyone else.
You know, I climbed all the way from the top. I hurt my head.
So we're going to have an in swinger here. High up to the far post. Too far, it goes out. It's going to be a goal kick. SSL do have time to do something with this. We're still in the first half. It's very interesting if they can score before the half and keep the Impact from scoring again. Impact just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They're making their attacks count. SSL is not going to help themselves with possession like that. It's going to be Impact throw. Deep ball going down that right side, finding the winger. They're having a lot of success down that wing. Coming back, left-footed cross in. It's going to be cut out by Bassett. Kept it in. He's going to clear it himself. Down the middle, headed back by the Impact. But it's going to go all the way back to Marquez. Impact showing some patience here. No rush needed. Sandwiched in between SSL, trying to cut that out. But Impact remain in possession here. Good fight down the middle here. It's going to be a foul. Good tussle there. I think I'm a little bit old school. I like to see that kind of battle for the ball. Nothing wrong with that from either side. 40th minute. Getting to 5 minutes, and then whatever stoppage time is added for the halftime. Here we go. Looping into the box. He's offside. Tried to come up through there, but straight in the offside position. It's going to be a free kick for SSL. SSL trying to work their way through this. I haven't done badly, I have to be honest to say. Just Georgia Impact have just done enough to keep themselves ahead here, 2-0. Rebounded back nicely for Camden. Camden finding some space out there to the right side for the wing. One-on-one here. Can he give it? He skips past the defender, but help has arrived for SSL, and he's going to come back the other way. Here's Dennis. Looking for some help down this middle here. Cutting through. He's been a willing runner there. Free win. Yeah, that is the wrong player I have here, but SSL coming down, muscled off the ball by Camden, holding up really well. That's where his strength is. He uses his size, his bulkiness against defenders trying to get the ball off of him. And he does well. High clearance down the middle can be a little bit of a danger here. Trying to fight for it, but it's going to be whistled. It's going to go back the other way for SSL. Into a wall here. Oh, cut through nicely. Ball come across the middle by Dennis. Collision in the middle. It's going to be cleared high and out over the touchline. Through. Now Impact with a chance. He's got some willing runners down the middle, but it's going to be taken out by the SSL player there for Impact throw. Good half for the Impact. Solid performance from them. SSL not playing badly. It's just Impact's not letting them get through and get an advantage in this game so far. Here's SSL again, another chance to break. This is their strong suit. And unfortunately, an errant pass there is going to give it back to Impact. 44th minute. We'll see how much stoppage time we will get. It's not going to be much, not many stoppages, I would imagine. Only a minute will be added. Here's Bassett, tried to come through the middle, just ran into a red wall of Impact players. Now it's going to come back the other way. Here's Camden. He's got a little space here. Oh, nice little through ball there. He tries, oh, what a goal. Coming off the left foot. As he gets through, Camden put him in really nicely there. And he just outran the goal of the defender there and got it past the goalkeeper for a 3-0 lead right on the stroke of half, right near halftime. You see he got to a beautiful through ball there. Just ran past the defender. Oh, just flicked it past the goalkeeper. And now a commanding lead. (3-0) for the Impact. 3 good goals there. 1 a penalty, the other 2 from open play. And SSL, who have had their opportunities but unable to really do anything with the action that they're getting forward into their final attacking third. And here's Camden now. We're almost to the end of regulation for the first half. Oh, down the left side. It's going to go out, be called back. It's going to be a throw as they delay getting the ball back over here with the touchline. We are in stoppage time, and that's going to be it there. As I said, there wasn't going to be very much, as we see a very entertaining first half. Game kind of back and forth there, but Georgia Impact in really good position here. Done a really good, clean job in this first half. Now with a commanding lead going into the half. It's the Georgia Impact 3, Soccer Saves Lives 0. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half now. As you see here, Georgia Impact with a commanding 3-0 lead here as we start the second half. And it's just going to be an uphill battle, I believe, for SSL to get something out of this. And the significance of this, if you look at the league table here, down near the bottom, again, Soccer Saves Lives. Not the end of the world. They have a game in hand on Atlanta Fire, and that game is today. But if they can't get points out of this game, then the game next week between Soccer Saves Lives and Atlanta Fire United will be the relegation decider. So it's something that's going to have to really be dealt with here either this week or next week for SSL. Georgia Impact, of course, themselves looking for a way to confirm themselves in the playoffs. So we're getting ready for this second half here. It's going to be the Impact now to start us off. SSL huddling up, getting themselves ready for the second 45. It should be entertaining. I'm sure that the SSL is going to have to try to come out of the blocks and do something as early as they can in the second half. Georgia Impact, I imagine, continue to play the way that they have been playing. Maybe look at, protecting them, that lead. No need to take any chances. Center ref looking at his watch, getting set, and here's the whistle, and we're set to go for a second 45 here. And Georgia Impact is going to start us off here in control. And again, the pressure is going to be on SSL. Georgia Impact in much better position. Obviously, they're safe. Their whole thing is looking forward to confirming themselves for the playoffs, postseason play, which is so much at stake when you get to that stage of the season as well. But here's SSL now, finally get possession, being pressured a little bit, but as I say, they're going to have to try to get something out of this match or out of this half as early as they can, get some momentum, pull back towards them. Throw in for SSL. Aaron pass there is going to gift it over to the Impact. Not the greatest of starts for SSL. Second half kind of picking up the way the first half ended. Impact with a flurry. 2 goals later in the half to put them up 3-0 after that early penalty conversion by Wilfred Camden. Here's SSL now. He's getting into the box, though. It comes off of the Georgia Impact player. So it gives an opportunity for SSL here One of the rare ones they've been getting in this half. Oh, excuse me, in this game. Just starting the second half. We're going to have an in-swinger here. Here it is, comes down the middle, headed up and through and almost gets it on target. Again, that's been the story of the game for them so far, is close but no cigar as the header is off the mark. Take a look while they retrieve the ball there. As you see here, setting up for this in-swinger. And it comes up. Nice header, gets it in, just couldn't get it on target there. And just a kind of timing for a goal they could have used there. Half chance. But unfortunately, nothing from that. Georgia Impact continue to dominate. They're going to ask for another ball here. SSL trying to work themselves through here. Is going to go out to the left side here. Had a little bit of space there. Nobody ran through. Cut out there by the Impact as they look to counter in the other direction here. There's Montero's taken down there. It's going to be a foul. Quickly taken over the top there. Came off his chest, lost possession there, but coming back with Impact in possession. Oh, neat little pass there. Oh, just errant, though. Gets away from him. SSL tried to quickly come back the other way. Guerrero comfortably pulls it in and throws it back into play. Here's Montero. Cuts in. Tries to thread it through. Almost gets it through to that front line. Impact still in possession. Nice little turn here. Comes down the right side, trying to get into the box. Ferry there. Oh, he's back to goal. Just loses possession there at the last moment there. Could have turned there if he had good control there and challenged for another shot. But as it is, cleared out. Now coming back the other way, Montero. Trying to keep it on. Tried to give the ball back there. That was Zuniga. Crossfield pass for SSL. Now trying to counter the other way. Coming through the middle here. Bassett gets away from him, but he's in the middle. Coming through. Just goes at the challenge there. Close, but could not get on the end of that. Just a hair away from getting to the ball before the goalkeeper there. Could have taken a shot there if he had gotten to it first, but unable to do so. As you see here, 68 degrees and cloudy skies here at Rock Springs Park. This is the new home, permanent home for SSL. They'll be playing here from now on as they continue to separate themselves from the Kalanji Academy. Here we go. He's onside. Coming down the middle. Ball was a little bit behind him. He had to wait for it. And he was coming through, still coming at his Costa. Nice little shot. Curled it. Unable to challenge Guerrero too much. He dove for it, but comfortably had it. Another half chance there. There's a couple of good chances already for SSL to get back into this game. Now, down the near side. Montero tries to feed it through. Does a good job here. There he goes. Oh, just a hair off There's maybe a goal kick. We'll take a look at that other one before we look at that one. You see it coming through the middle. He had to wait for that ball to come through the middle. And just a good save there as we come back to live action. Already coming back down is SSL, quickly trying to do something. Got a nice little shot, good save. Up in the air and out. And already we've had action from end to end here. Got a couple of highlights that we're going to queue up when we get a chance. We get some chance, but there's so much happening right now. I don't want to miss any of the action. Here's SSL coming down the other way, kind of turning up the heat a little bit. Cut out there, tried to get a rebound shot there on the right side, and able to do so. Throw in for SSL. Tried to back heel flick that on, but it's going to be cleared out by SSL, only as far as midfield. Long shot that goes really nowhere. While we do that, we'll take a look at that second opportunity there. This one's by Impact coming through. Ball gets through and just couldn't get that on target there. At the last there, I believe that was Ian McRae with the left-footed shot there, just beyond the upright to the left. And we have another replay when we get a chance from the last SSL opportunity. And it's going to be a foul. Coming back the other way for SSL. Foul against SSL, rather. Free kick for Impact. Kalanji per profile now leading 5-1 against Lawrenceville. As comes into the box there, Impact is going to be cleared out. Had a half chance there to threaten, but it is cleared out. Going to try to come back the other way. Now, SSL, chance to break. Got numbers forward. He's got space out to that right side. A couple of players out there. Now one comes in the middle, tries to cross it in, clipped by the heels. Shot, rebound, but it's going to be a penalty from that earlier contact. And a lifeline for SSL if they can convert this. Came over across. There was a collision in the box here as they came through the middle. You see, he comes in, he cuts in, Galdo, and he clipped his heels there, and the follow-up shot came afterwards. So it'll be Costa coming up to the spot to try to get SSL back into this game. Tense moment for SSL. He steps up slowly, stutter step, right footed shot, and it goes in for SSL. A good opportunity now for SSL to get something out of this match as they draw a little bit closer. Saw the stutter step here. And clips it through. Nicely done. Good finish on that. And it now draws them within another goal as they close the gap to 1-3 now. And the Impact get us back into play here. Comes through a little bit of a collision there. So the ball tries to clear through. And the defender ran into his own goalkeeper. Marquez slow to get up a little bit here. I think he'll be okay. SSL have clawed their way back into this game with this goal. '58th minute now. 3-1. Still towards the Impact. Foul called. Georgia Impact preparing this free kick all the way into the box. Camden's kind of got a little space there. Ball took him a little bit far out to the left side. Still with the ball, holding off. No whistle. Camden again with the ball. And here's SSL now. A chance to break. Comes with the long ball down the middle. Cut out, though, by Georgia Impact. Come back the other way. Now they have a lot of opportunity and still there, still in possession. Impact. Left foot shot a little bit weak. Easy for Marquez to pick up. Like I say, the game has maintained a pretty good pace throughout. First half just whizzed on by. Here we come to this near side. Like I said, I don't have a lot of the names of these players on either side. I think some of the names I've been getting are wrong, but that's okay. Still got an entertaining game here. Tries to race to get possession of that, but it's going to be out for a throw for SSL. Just in a lot of play. Crowded out here to the left. Ooh, tried to cross it through, clear it out by Impact. Still with SSL. Here's Bassick. Nice shot, but straight to Guerrero. Long clearance. SSL coming back the other way, though. And the ball harmlessly goes out now for another throw for the Impact. Impact very patient in controlling their possession. Oh, very risky crossfield pass there. It goes to SSL. SSL going back to their strength a little bit, trying to soak up some of that pressure and then hit quickly on the counter. This used to be a staple of theirs. They've gotten away from that this season. Oh, three's offside. Just a step off. Tried to come back through. Good idea. Let's see if we can take another look at that previous chance there as he comes through. Right here, long range shots, nicely done, but it's straight at Guerrero. Score remains SSL 1, Georgia Impact 3. SSL not giving up. Trying desperately to work their way through and unlock the Impact defense. Here they come. Got a good lead down his left side. He's kind of isolated by himself. He has to try to beat two players, push down. Well, contact there, we'll say. Fairly done so. And ball goes out for an Impact throw. And as I said before, SSL is getting opportunities. They have a composed way of hitting on the counter. In that instance, they didn't have the support needed for the player going out to the left side. But here, Impact, Joel Brown coming down the other side. He's just possessed. SSL now again, another chance to counter. Using that speed, got some work down the middle, does find him. He's got a player out to the left if he sees him. He's turned towards him, but I think now it's covered. Tries to come through the middle. Nice little flick on try, but doesn't quite connect well enough. Now we got 2 substitutions coming in for the Impact. Bring on some fresh legs there. It'll be end of the day for Joel Brown. Yeah, I didn't see the other player that went off there, but and 2 coming back on for the Impact. Now in the 64th minute, valuable goal scored by from the spot for SSL here in the second half. It puts them into shouting distance of getting back into the game. They're not back in it yet, though. They're playing. There's cut out there. Tried to bring it through to SSL, but here they have possession again. Plenty of numbers forward. Oh, Aaron Patch, good play by the defense there for Impact. Chance there. Oh, he comes off of the SSL play. Oh, and Cam couldn't get back on it after that rebound came off of the SSL player. He was through. If he could have gotten a hold of it, he could have been on one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Here's SSL, though, coming back the other way. Tries to get into the box, taken a little bit wide, and dispossessed there. Comes back into the middle as Georgia Impact try to come back the other way, and they do so successfully. SSL chasing the ball. Ooh, nice ball. Finds him. He has to cut through SSL defenders, working hard to get it back. Ooh. Frantic action there by SSL to get that out of the area. Impact just relentless, coming back the other way. Here, tried to go with the back heel pass there. Didn't quite come off the way he wanted it to. SSL tried to get back in there. He's still in possession over the top there. And Impact in pretty good position. Clears it over the fence and into the woods there. He's going to have to get a fresh ball from the sideline. It's already back in play. Here's SSL coming through the middle. Here's Bassett. He's going to try another long shot. Tries to work his way through. It's offside. And he missed the shot anyway. I think Bassett wants a foul as he came through. But he worked his way through there. I like to see players that try to work their way through challenges and take the shots. A lot of times you get a better opportunity on goal if you just play through those challenges than you do if you try to stop to get a free kick. And Kalanji have all but confirmed the division title. They lead now 7-2 over at Decula Park against UFA Lawrenceville. Larry Weaver on the call there for ASMG. We got 2 games going at the same time on ASMG. We would have had 3, but and we had a game scheduled for the USL for SSA, the Swarm. But unfortunately, that game was moved. As we see Cannon tries to go across field here. And it's going to be SSL that come away with it. 67th minute. Time going to become a factor here pretty soon here for SSL. And you don't want passes like that taken off of them. Impact with very composed play. Meticulous in their action towards there. Nice little collision there. The SSL player stays down. You're helping him up now. But SSL, again, it's not the end of the world to lose today. As I said before, they have the opportunity to save themselves. Their destiny is still in their hands, even if they lose this game, because they play Atlanta Fire next weekend. And if they lose this game, but can get a draw or a win next week, they will be safe. Georgia Impact with a win today will confirm their playoff spot. Here's SSL coming in, tries to swing it in through the box. He does so. Still a little frantic little action there in front of goal there. But it is going to be dropping nicely for Guerrero. Ball straight up into the air. Oh, headed up and over. And Georgia Impact come away with it. Tries to thread it through. Nice little pass there. Gets it past it, and there's some nice little tap in. It's going to be a goal for Georgia Impact, and that's going to probably seal it for the Impact today. Just a errant. The goalkeeper came for it, did Marquez, but he couldn't get a hold of it, and it was an easy tap in after that. We'll take another look at it. Nice little through ball here. Just a good hustle there to get around the defender, tap it past Marquez, and then just place it into the back of the net. Now 4-1, and you got to think a bridge too far now for SSL. SSL back into there now. If they can score quickly, they can make it a little bit interesting, but they have to start making ground up quickly here. It's going to be a throw for SSL. And of course, Georgia Impact can go into the feeling of, hey, we're going to be preparing for postseason play, and there's a lot at stake with the postseason in the UPSL. Goes into the box here, goes out for a goal. Oh, a corner, it says. And the center ref is agreeing with that. It's hard to see. It's sort of like pinball when you're looking at it from this angle. But it is going to be a corner kick for SSL, a scoring opportunity. 70th minute. 20 minutes to go. You can score 3 goals in 20 minutes. Here it goes. Outswinger headed up and out. Got under it. Could not get anything on that to bring that ball down. So it'll be a goal kick for the Impact. Down to the center circle. Impact keeping possession. SSL is going to have to buckle up and start pressing all over the field. It does give you an opportunity to leave yourself a little vulnerable at the back here as Georgia Impact tries to come through a little bit pass behind Camden. Camden acknowledges the attempt to get it to him, but it was just a little bit behind him. And it'll be another Impact throw. Oh, coming through. Nice little shot and just a little bit high. Georgia Impact. Good approach play from the Impact again. Keeping that pressure on SSL. It keeps them kind of out of it in their attempts to get back into this game. Nice little ball over the top. Nice chest pass, chest trap there. Does an individual effort, comes through with a left-footed shot, but just couldn't get it on target. Back to live action. Long clearance by SSL. Tries to go down the middle. Does a really good job here. Split the defenders. Still in possession here, but it is the Impact to come off the better in that challenge here as they try to come back the other way. Now have a little space in the midfield. Keep him held off really well there. Keeps it in possession. Here is Montero coming down this right side, fighting off the defense. And it's going to be kicked out for a throw-in for the Georgia Impact. Has been an entertaining game for sure. Both teams with quite a bit to play for, but for different reasons. Here's the Impact now back in to play. Tries to turn it in. SSL trying to come away with it as whistle goes. It's going to be a free kick for SSL. Back over to the middle here. Threading it through the middle, kept it on the floor. Now he's got some options out to the right there. Tightly marked though. Nice little work. Kind of pulled in, no whistle. Tried to get over the top there, but headed away by the Impact. Here's Camden. Been a workhorse all game long is Wilfred Camden. Okay, cutting in here, Impact. Still with the attacks mindedness in this game. Here is Camden. Cuts in. Little space to the left side. Montero, right-footed shot right at Marquez there. Tried to come back the other way, but it's going to get back to Marquez again. Puts it back into play. And Georgia Impact is going to put in another substitute, their third substitution of the game. Some more fresh legs. 8-2 over there at Decula Park as Kalanji per profile start to pull away in that game. I think it's all but decided. I think we're going to be congratulating them on a division title. The second year in a row in the South Division. We are in the North here. In the North, of course, the Chattanooga Red Wolves are very close to clinching themselves. The game to go. A lot would have to happen for them not to clinch, actually. But here's SSL. Good battle here. It goes out. Good little tussle. SSL complaining about it. Push there. A little backheel pass coming through. Ortega tried to push it through. It's going to be taken away by SSL, though. Another backheel pass there. And it's going to go out for a Georgia Impact throw. Now, time definitely is a factor now. Trailing by 3 goals. Less than 15 minutes of regular time left. So we'll have to see if Georgia Impact gets on to close this game out. Ease themselves to the rest of this regular season. And as I said before, that once you get to the division playoffs, it becomes very important as well as Georgia Impact prepare. Looks like 2 more substitutions. We're going to get wholesale changes here and more time off the clock. But the division playoffs, you know, you have a chance at winning some prize money. You have a chance at a trophy. But more importantly, you have an opportunity to qualify for the national tournament, the regionals and the national. And that's where the big honors will happen. Of course, the Final Four and final will be at the UCLA complex. in California this season. We were in Irvine last season. Well, we've got a new one there. You go to the UPSL.com website, you'll see all the details about the national playoff picture. That's when it really gets interesting, as you get all the champions from all over the UPSL playing in their same tournament. But right now we got the Georgia Impact coming in through, left-footed shot, a little weak there. SSL trying to come back the other way. Now there's some calls to see that previous replay. Walks through that, Montero's that tackle there, goes through another one. He's trying to go up for a left-footed shot, does really well there to get it going, but it's just right to Marquez. Oh, skips through, Bassett does, through that tackles, coming back the other way. Georgia Impact gotten themselves pretty organized there in defense, though, already. Oh, nice tackle, expertly done. Bassett stays down, and the pass goes through. Pretty easy. I think Bassett's going to slowly get himself up. And while we do that, we'll take a look at that request for that other chance at goal here. Really good opportunity here from Montero. Goes off left, then back onto his right. And gets it on frame, but not past Marquez. Kalanji per profile leading UFA Lawrenceville 8-2 over at Tequila Park. Last season we had, excuse me, Portros, who were the Invincibles this season. Oh, try to get it through the middle there, just a little too high. But it looks like Kalanji per profile is going to be the Invincibles this season. Unbeaten, untied. And amazingly, only 2 goals have been scored against them all season long so far, while they've scored more than 30. Oh, now he's coming in. Good little, wonderful, wonderful challenge there from the Impact player. When the winger was getting around him, you thought he was going to get around and get an opportunity on goal, but a great intervention there from the defender from Georgia Impact. As you see here, just trailing the ball, just expertly done. Had to be careful. He was in the box. That's easily a penalty if he gets that all wrong. And swinger headed up, just beyond the header, but follow-up shot comes off of the Impact player. It'll be another corner for SSL. We've passed the 80th minute. We're in the 81st minute now. At this point, I think SSL, they're looking at a consolation attempt, trying to get a consolation goal. And it's sort of preparing for next week against the Atlanta Fire. There's Impact pumping it out. Ball too high. No challenge on Guerrero in goal there. But again, while we wait for that, it'd be nice to look at that challenge again. I tell you, coming up the middle here, you think he's going to get an opportunity, and just a really good defensive play to give it back to Impact. A little tussle there. SSL coming away with it. Got space out here to the left. He does find him. He's going to cut in, then out, then back in again. Oh, let in very nicely. Does. Oh, good challenge. Defending there. He almost had an open net, but unable to get it past the goalkeeper there. Now we come back the other way really quickly here. Oh, nicely done by Marquez. He takes it off the feet of the attacker. We come back the other way. Montero is going to take it. Skips past the defender there. Tries to get Camden out to the left. Well, that's not Camden. That's one of the substitutes coming out to the left side there, but it's taken by SSL. And it goes out. Hit out there as it scatters some of the Impact players there on the bench. Now, ball down the middle. Again, they're looking at I would consider a consolation goal that they're looking for, get them some momentum going into the matchup against Atlanta Fire next week. That'll be a relegation decider. And I said before, SSL have played reasonably well in this game. Oh, clash of knees there. Both players went down there. Montero's one. He seems to be worse for the wear. No ill intent there. They help each other up here. Like to see a little sportsmanship of these games. So check with, if you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the ASMG TV YouTube channel, because you'll get the notices of all of the action that we're covering as we get towards the postseason of UPSL, as well as all the other content that we're putting out for your enjoyment. Here we go. Impact in, gets possession there, and just a little too high. Couldn't get it on. Another opportunity there from an errant pass, a ricochet that came nicely for the Impact, but got a little bit under there as we come back the other way. SSL now looking for a consolation goal. Again, they're preparing for next week now. Impact will be celebrating playoff confirmation at the final whistle. Oh, here we go down the side now, through the middle, almost came off the upper arm maybe. Now Impact coming back the other way. Going to be comfortable in possession here. Just need to keep possession, that's all. Ooh, came behind them, but they still come out with it. It's going to go out, though, for a throw. I don't see any substitutes preparing for SSL. They may be going with who they have for the rest of the game. SSL trying to reset. Long ball down the left side here. Easily taken by the defense. He clears it nicely there. Coming through the middle is Brendan Fry. So they look to come back the other way. They're not stopping with their attack. Keeping it in high gear, but SSL trying to come back the other way. Looks like they're running out a little bit of steam, which is understandable at this stage of the game with the score the way it is. Just frustrating times now for SSL. Can't hold possession too well. Still Montero trying to work his way through the top there. Impact look like they're not really satisfied with the score the way it is. Looking for a fifth. Trying to work their way through it. Doing more than possession. SSL forced to chase now. And it does go out for a SSL throw. Coming through now. Impact player, slow to get up there at the midfield. Be a free kick for the Impact here. Wait for the whistle, and there we have it. Oh, pushed off the ball. It's going to be foul called for that. Fair bit of ways out here. They set up the wall here for SSL. Georgia Impact looking for a fifth. Kalanji cannot stop scoring over the other place. We'll go over that score here in just a moment. Montero over the ball. Left-footed shot, swings it in. Oh, comes off of the post there. Almost gets it in that top corner, but here it comes back the other way. Punched back towards the SSL goal, but it's SSL now trying to work their way out of that. But what a free kick. Almost got it past Marquez. Trying to, wow, long clearance out there. We're taking another look at that free kick opportunity here. Just a wicked left foot shot there. Dips down, does just enough. So get back to live action here quickly. Marquez does just enough to keep it out and keep it down to 4-1. Long range shot. Oh, almost kind of snuck it past there, Guerrero. In the 90th minute here, referee's coming up. Check on him while he talks to them. Take another look at that last opportunity. Comes through another long range shot here. But it comes off and Guerrero does just enough to keep it out. And we are now in stoppage time. Referee is asking them to hurry things along here. We're not going to get very much stoppage. In fact, we're not going to get any stoppage as we call the game here. And Georgia Impact have won this match with a very good performance as they go away as the 4-1 winners here at Rock Springs Park against Soccer Saves Lives. They confirmed their place in the playoffs for the division. Soccer Saves Lives. This is a hit for them, but again, this is not the end for them. They have an opportunity to save themselves next week when they play against Atlanta Fire. A draw or win then will give them safety for the fall season in Premier. So we'll look to be covering that game for you. But until then, thank you for your viewership today. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you during the week for some of the podcasts and review shows where we'll go over all the action and get you ready for the final weekend in the UPSL Premier Division.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.